Welcome back, basketball fans, and welcome to the Arkansas Sports Network's coverage of the 3A State Basketball Tournament. We'll be live all week long from the campus of Lamar High School. The 3A State Basketball Tournament is being presented by Arkansas Tech University, by the Arkansas Army National Guard, by D3 Auto Sales, by Heirloom Legal Services, by Farm Credit Associations of Arkansas, by H&R Block of Clarksville and Russellville, and by Platinum Roofing. One of these teams is headed to the ship. Will it be Glen Rose or Salem?
And we are back here on the Arkansas Sports Network coverage of the 3A State Tournament. We are in game number 27 of 28 that we will be broadcasting. It's been a long week, but it's been a fun week here from Lamar, as we have seen some of the most fun ball, I think, from anywhere around the state of Arkansas.
Yeah, we've had a lot of really close games. We just saw a fun one earlier between Dumas and Manila. That one was close pretty much throughout the way except for the end of the fourth quarter, but had a great semifinal matchup earlier here today between Lamar and Bergman, and I'm curious to see what the rest of these two games have left for us.
So there's one more ticket on the girls' side to punch to the Spa City. There's one more ticket on the boys' side to punch to the Spa City. It's going to be a great night here. But we've got some preliminary things that we need to do first. We want to throw this out here. Number one, we do baseball and softball. Now, I'm not going to sit here and do your season, but if you're interested in us doing a baseball or softball game, send us an email at arsportsnet@gmail.com. We can come in and do a game or two, but we're not going to do a bunch of them because Lord knows that's a chore in itself. But we can do a game or two if you're interested. Also, we've got a Cash App. Our Cash App is #ARSportsNet. We've gotten a lot of pats on the back for what we've done this week, and we appreciate those quite a bit. Hold on just a second. Oh, there's Justin. Come on in. Duck. Okay, hey, there you go. Come on in. Do your thing. Anyway, we got a cash tag at ARSportsNet. Bill is waving his hands over there. Can you bring in the cash tag, the QR code? So if you are interested, scan that QR code for us right now, and you can donate to us. We do our best to recognize kids all over the state of Arkansas, and it helps to have a little bit of things to do. You know, has a little bit of donation there. It never hurts. We do appreciate anybody that would like to donate to that. All you got to do, grab your QR code reader, take it to your TV right there or your phone or whatever, and scan that code, and you can get right to our Cash App. So there's that. So we do appreciate all of you that have joined us here on the 3A State Tournament. It has been a great time here from Lamar. We're getting ready for semifinal action. We've got number 1 Salem over here. And is it number 3 Glen Rose? Were they the 3rd seed coming out?
I think it's a 3 seed.
3-seeded Glen Rose. They're over here. And, man, we're excited. They're going to be a really, really good game tonight. Salem is a team, comes into this, I think a lot of people expected to be here. Obviously, Glen Rose is a team that not a lot of people expected to be here.
Not at all. Glen Rose, the Cinderella story of this tournament. Salem, they're a really good basketball team. We saw them dominate in their last game against Falk, but Glen Rose got an uphill battle to climb here in this one. They're a really good defensive team, shoots a lot of threes. They made 12 threes there in that last game. They might need to make more than that tonight.
Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to throw it to a break here. We're going to go to the national anthem, Pledge of Allegiance, if you'll hang tight with us. When we come back, we've got our first semifinal of the second session between Salem and Glen Rose, so we'll be back in a moment. Gets it to reach, he puts it on the deck, 2-step, shot up. What a play by the freshman Lily Reed. Rowe all the way to the basket, shot up good. I love the aggressiveness of Brooklyn Rowe. A little crossover dribble, gets to the basket, slam dunk, and going to the free throw line. My goodness. Heber's still within striking distance.
There she
Park,
is.
that's good.
Give her an inch, she'll take a mile.
My goodness, 7 3-pointers now for Abigail Parks.
Another spin move all the way in. Absorbs the contact, lays it up with the right hand. That was Boehner who come in, put a body on him. And what a strong play. Great finish there from number 10. Good with it. Oh, man, wow, crazy Euro. That was pretty.
Anthem and all that stuff. I've got snot
We're back
bubbles.
here right now. Right here on the Arkansas Sports Network.
As I've got snot bubbles, right? Y'all, I've had a cold all week long, and so I'm dealing with that. We are back here live on the Arkansas Sports Network. They are giving the Glen Rose starters. We're going to give it to you. We got number 1, Michaela Stevens. Number 3, Ariana Sanchez. Number 10, Macy Carver. Number 12, Ashley Stafford. And number 31, Sydney Riggin. Salem getting ready to announce their starters. We'll go ahead and give them to you. Number 4, is that 4? Is Chelsea Hamilton 4 or 14?
She's 14, I believe.
Okay, that's what I thought. Chelsea Hamilton, number 14. She's a three-point shooter. You got number 22, Greenlee Hall. Number 44, Olivia Dawkins. Number 45, Maddie King. And number 51, Marley Sellers. Man, I'll tell you what, this is going to be a battle of a little bit of a contrast of styles. Glen Rose likes to shoot the three, and for 2 games at least in this tournament, they have hit them in spurts for sure.
Definitely in spurts. I know in the first game they got it going there in that first quarter, made 6 threes in the first quarter, kind of cooled off. Last game, they did it for mostly the whole game, but they finished with 12 three-pointers, and when you make 12 three-pointers, you're going to win a lot of games. You are
going to win a lot of games. They outshot the Episcopal Wildcats 12-1 at the three-point line, and as you said, Adam, it is going to be, that's going to be in your advantage if you do that. So we're ready for opening tip. Jumping center for Salem is the point guard, Marley Sellers, and for Glen Rose is Sydney Riggin, and we're getting ready to go here. Ball is up. It belongs to Salem. Salem kicks it out in the corner. Hamilton has it. 3 from Sellers is good. Sellers
possession.
did not shoot the ball well in round number 1, came back against Falk in round number 2, and she really shot it well. That was a big difference in why they were able to really handle Falk.
And the Sellers team, or the Salem team, they really like to get that ball into the top of that high post. And that's something that is going to be fun to see with Salem.
Ball on the ground. It's going to be a jump ball. Ashley Stafford is a girl right now that's playing with a broken nose.
Yeah, and I think she might have got hit in the face a little bit there. She was definitely touching her nose, but she looks good to go.
Stafford has it. Trying to work off the double screens. Kicks it to Riggin. Back up to Stevens. Stevens trying to get it to Stafford. 3 on the shot clock, 2. They just throw one up. It's no good. And that's a shot clock violation.
Defensive intensity on that possession was at all-time high. And these Salem Greyhounds, they travel well, it seems like. They got a lot of fans over there by their bench.
Well, when you get into, these 3A, 2A, some 4A schools, this is what they do. This is their community. This is what they do on a Friday night. They go and play. They go and watch basketball. As we got a jump ball, and that's going to belong to Salem. But they go there. They go to the gym. This is what they do. This is what the community revolves around. So I wonder who turned the light out at Salem.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I do want to. We couldn't remember on that yesterday, but it's Michaela Stevens, number 1 with the broken nose.
Okay.
Stafford.
Okay. Michaela Stevens.
Yes. And you can see it if you get a good close-up. She's definitely got it all bruised up and playing through some pain and being really tough. Met her dad right before the game.
Okay. Well, there you go.
And her sister's on the team as well.
Going to the free throw line is Marley Sellers. She's been really, really hard to handle. Zavery May about to check in for the Glen Rose Lady Beavers. 6:35 to go. Marley Sellers at the free throw line. First shot rattles in and goes in for the first one. Second shot is out, no good. Rebound comes away to Glen Rose. Looks like that Salem is going to turn the pressure up on the Lady Beavers. Nice ball movement by Salem. The Lady Greyhounds off to a wonderful start. Timeout Glen Rose. Head coach Devin Jones has seen enough. We're going to take a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, 6:19 to go. Salem up 6-0. We'll be back in a moment.
Farm Credit supports rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services in good times and bad. We provide loans to farmers and ranchers, farmer-owned cooperatives, rural homebuyers, agribusinesses, and rural infrastructure providers. As cooperatives, we're locally owned and governed. We help agricultural producers feed the world. For America's farmers, Farm Credit supporting rural communities and agriculture.
Back here on the state semifinal broadcast right here on all the AAA digital networks. Glad to have you along. If you hadn't hit that share button, let everybody know you're watching the 3A state semis right here on the Arkansas Sports Network. Glen Rose looking for their first points of the ball game. 18-footer up by Stafford, no good. Stevens gets the rebound. We've got out of bounds as Marley Sellers was standing out of bounds when she grabbed the basketball. Stevens gets the ball in to Zavery May. May has been a real factor in this tournament for the Lady Beavers, coming off the bench, hitting three-pointers. She's been able to shoot and hit several three-pointers throughout.
I think she might have at least 3 each game so far.
A really good shooter.
Reagan pulls the three, in and out, no good. Rebound comes to Chelsea Hamilton.
Hamilton, just like Sellers, really helps this offense go here for Salem.
Salem got off to a fast start against Falk. Put them away early. Glen Rose needs to avoid that right now. Salem just out with the intensity that you would expect here in the semifinals.
It's a perfect start for them right now. Up 8-0. Pressing Glen Rose. It's been hard on the offensive end for Glen Rose early in this one.
Salem is very comfortable in playing in a faster pace, and they're extending their defense and trying to create turnovers against this Glen Rose team. Michaela Stevens gets it to Riggin. Zavery May. Back to Stevens. Stevens gets in the lane, kicks it out. May pulls the three. She nails it.
They needed it. We were just talking about her shooting the ball from 3, and there she is making her first attempt.
Zavery May with a 3, and that's the first bucket there for Glen Rose.
They needed one in a bad way. Good job.
Chelsea Hamilton gets inside. They pass the ball so well. Maddie Keene puts it in for 2.
Very unselfish basketball team. They get everybody involved. Got good ball handlers, like we said, with Sellers and Hamilton.
Stafford kicks it out. Around the horn they go. May pulls another one. It's off, no good. Moment not too big for the sophomore. Good ball movement again. Pulls a 3. She drills it. Maddie Keene puts it in. It's 13-3. Another 30-second timeout for the Glen Rose Lady Beavers. We'll take a quick one with them. 4:16 to go in the first. It's 13-3 Greyhounds. We'll be back in a moment.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but there's power in the process. We value this moment because at ATU, every moment brings you one step closer to what comes next. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
Back here on ASN's coverage of the 3A state tournament. 13-3 is the score. Salem has off to a great start early. Xavier May has it in the front court. Kicks it to Stafford. Stafford puts it on the deck. She gets around the defense. Pulls it out in the corner. Riggin has it. Back to Stafford. She pulls a three. Off, no good. Xavier May comes away with the rebound. May pulls an 18-footer, no good. And Glen Rose got to hit some shots pretty quickly here. On the deck, Marley Sellers pulls up before she draws a charge. Good defense by the Lady Beavers, and it's still 13-3. Macy Carver gets it to Riggin, back to Carver, three. She nailed it, but we got a legal screen, no, a travel before that.
Took points off the board as she made it. Got a little indecisive.
Sellers gets it. So we're under 3.5 minutes here in the first quarter of action in the first semifinal of the second session. Sellers gets inside, little layup off the glass, no good. Battle for the rebound comes away to Glen Rose. Glen Rose might be settling in just a little bit here as we are coming up on the 3-minute mark in the first quarter.
They hang their hat on defense. They're a really good team on that end of the floor.
They really move well inside that zone for such an undersized team.
Xavier May kicks it to Riggin. Riggin to Stafford. Stafford puts it on the deck. Carver, baseline. May has it. 12-footer by May. Sophomore really making a difference for the Lady Beavers here. It's 13-5. May's got all 5 of them.
Spark plug off the bench.
Chelsea Hamilton pulls a three, and I'm going to tell you, seen a lot of girls shoot the basketball here in this tournament. I can't tell you that I know a better one than what Chelsea Hamilton has been for the Salem Lady Greyhounds. Good job by Glen Rose to handle the pressure there. Now they're going to set the offense up. Carver has it, gets it to Stevens. Stevens over to Stafford. Stafford pulls up, no good. Rebound Salem. Sellers pulls a long three. It's off, no good. She's feeling it early in this game.
We've got a good flow going here.
Kelsey Humphreys into the ball game for Salem. Xavier May looking inside, trying to find Michaela Stevens. Ball thrown over the head and out of bounds. 16-5 is your score, 1:37 to go here. Sellers kicks it over. They're working around the perimeter. Hamilton comes up. She's being guarded closely by Stafford. Puts it on the deck. Callie Hall also into the game. Sellers going to draw the foul. Foul is going to be on, I believe it's going to be on May. Tell you what, foul has the highest numbers of anybody in the tournament. Lots of 40s. Don't see that too often anymore.
You mean Salem?
Yes,
Salem.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep doing that.
Because they played each other.
Right, Marley Sellers puts it in for the first one. I'll get it right. Second shot up and good. Yeah, I did. I was producing that Falcons-Salem game. I wasn't really a part of the broadcast team. Ball thrown away. Sellers has it. Gets it in the front court. Now she pulls it out. Hamilton wanting it. Puts it on the deck. Now she backs it out. Going baseline. Nothing there. Sellers comes around. Three-pointer. Off. No good. That's a tough one right there. She wasn't quite square when she shot it. Kind of fading to the left and missed to the left.
I'm talking about Salem and talking about Sellers. She really impressed me that first game. She really struggled, like you talked earlier. As we see her get a bucket. But she got the ball where she wanted to most of the time. She got a really good handle.
Just couldn't find it, but you know what? She bounced back.
Yeah, you're starting to see it all come together the last couple games.
20-5 early here for the Falcon Lady Greyhounds. Why do I do that? Salem Lady Greyhounds. Sorry, good Lord. There are going to be people from Salem throwing their shoes at the TV in a minute.
I can't say Falcon right, and you can't say
Salem at all, apparently.
Salem.
Stafford has it, kicks it out. Riggin high arching three, no good. Salem with the rebound. All the way to the basket. We've got a charging foul. Riggin kind of filling that one. Trying to get her up off the court there.
I've seen her take several charges during this tournament.
Don't have a lot of room for her to be hurt right now. She's saying she's okay. So
I think they go 6 deep, so yeah, that's not a deep team.
8.8 seconds to go. Salem leading by 15 here in the first quarter.
She's definitely hurting a little. You can see it in her face.
Xavier May has it 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Tries to get it to Carver. Kicks it out. Stafford, long three, no good. That's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. Well, at the end of one, it's been all Salem, not Falk. 20-5 is the score. We'll be back in just a moment right here on the Arkansas Sports Network.
We understand an upside-down world. We understand a rogue virus, 0 jobs, and stratospheric tuition. But they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Not so fast. Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will. We will because our future is the future. Because the life we have chosen has prepared us for this moment in history. So we're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day. We're going to save families from disaster and feed those left in the cold. We're going to do all this and more because we have an appointment with destiny. We invite you to join us. The next greatest generation is now.
We're back for the second stanza here. Glenroe's going to have to, they're going to have to close the gap here. Want to get a chance to win it. The one thing that we do know about Glenroe is they can get hot from the outside very quickly. And I think they're going to need that to happen. One thing that you can say for Salem right now is they're really extending the defense and making it a little bit tougher for them to be able to get hot from the outside because they're not allowing them to shoot uncontested threes.
It's Brad Caldwell's favorite chant there.
Right?
Can't do that.
Ball's thrown in. Chelsea Hamilton steals it. All the way to the basket is Sellers. Shot up. No good. Ball knocked out of bounds. Going to belong to the Lady Beavers. The winner of this game gets to play against, I would say, one of the stories of the state of Arkansas, the Lamar Lady Warriors. The Lamar Lady Warriors are a team that has had lots of adversity. They've been able to overcome it. I can guarantee you that there wasn't very many people that were penciling in the Lamar Lady Warriors to start this one after Corey Sanders went down. But since Corey Sanders went down, they are 4-0, I believe.
They haven't lost a single game after that, and it showed a lot of toughness and resiliency.
Really like what they've done as far as just their roles. As Carver shoots a three, it's no good. They have really been able to fill roles, and they've just done a great job. And so hats off to them, and I know that a lot of people are cheering for them.
4 seniors, and they're not letting this team go out without a major stand.
Yeah,
here, and
absolutely.
it's impressive.
Kick out. 3 on the way is good by Maddie Keene. Keene has got a very nice looking shot right there. It's 23-5.
Salem just getting anything they want to on the offensive end. Got to have some more resistance if you're Glen Rose on that end of the court.
Yep. Too many open threes right now. Salem has already hit 4 of them. Stafford pulls a 3. It's off back iron, no good. Things not going the way of Glen Rose right now. Sellers has it. She's going to pull it. She knocks it down. And there's another timeout for Coach Devin Jones. We're going to go to another break. 26-5 here. Salem looking to move on to the state finals, and they can smell it already. We'll be back in just a moment.
Ozark, a name you've come to know, is the Arkansas winner of the Quality Dealer Award and top 5 dealer in the nation by the NIADA.
Hey, I'm Dare Saul. Thank you to all of our loyal customers who's made D3 Auto Sales the #1 used independent in the state of Arkansas. Customer service and community has always been our main focus here at D3. Why are we different? It's our people, and our vehicles look different. Your color, your style, your financing. Call me now, D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc.
We're back here on the 3A state tournament coverage right here on the Arkansas Sports Network. If you haven't subbed to us already, give us a subscription. Hit that notification bell. We do all kinds of high school sports throughout the season, and then we try to gather at tournaments, both the volleyball and the basketball tournaments. We do playoff football as well. We are privileged to do that because the AAA allows us to do that. We do appreciate those guys, and we're trying to do everything we can to continue to do this, so we hope that you'll support us. 26-5 is the score. Glenrose trying to make something good happen right now. As Avery May has all 5 points for Glenrose. Ball knocked out of bounds. It's going to belong to the Lady Beavers. Coming back into the ball game is number 3, Ariani Sanchez. Ball is inbounded. Stafford has it. Puts it on the deck. Kicks it out. Moving around. Little 4 around 1 seems like. Nice shot up by Stevens. It's no good. Ball knocked out of bounds. It's going to belong to Glenrose.
You got 3 on the shot clock, so as soon as you inbound this one, you got to get a shot up.
They got the shot they wanted right there, just couldn't put it in. There's a shot by Riggin. It's off, no good. And that's going to bring shot clock violation.
That's not a bad look there
Nope.
off the inbound. She just completely missed it, and just really a tough first half for these Lady Beavers.
It really is. I know that, sometimes nerves can get you, but we also know that this team can shoot the basketball a little bit. Right now it's not falling. Chelsea Hamilton, good dish there. Hall couldn't put it in. They kick it out. Sellers puts a 3 up, and why shoot 2 when you can get 3? I don't know. That's a 3-pointer, and it's good. It's 29-5.
Clicking on all cylinders.
Stevens has it, shot up, no good. Out of bounds, going to belong to the Lady Beavers. Stafford, little nice movement there. She just couldn't get the shot to fall. Stevens can't get it to fall.
It's 2 times in a row the Lady Beavers got a really good inbounds drawn up. Just couldn't get them to fall.
I've heard a lot of good things about Coach Devin Jones and the things that he's done at Glenrose. Brigham puts it up, no good. And we've got a foul.
There's a lost start right there, trying to go off the glass. Couldn't quite get it to fall.
4:47 to go. Glenrose just trying to make something good happen right now. They're just working on anything they can. Shot up, and we've got a traveling violation.
That's the second time that Carver's caught the ball at the 3-point line. She shuffled her feet, and both times she actually ended up making a shot. So that's 6 points taken off the board.
And that's really unfortunate. And think about it. I know it's 29-5, but 29-11 is a lot different than 29-5.
For sure.
Salem moving the ball. Sellers goes to the basket. Shot no good.
Nice rebound from Cindy Riggin.
Nice job there on the glass. Sellers struggling a little bit inside of the 3-point mark. Outside the 3-point arc, she's doing pretty good. Glenrose doing a good job of moving on offense. They just got to get a shot to go down. Stevens shot up, no good. They're getting shots.
They are.
They're getting shots. Chelsea Hamilton kicks it out. 3 from the corner. No good. We got a foul. They're going to Got a push. It's going to be underneath. Foul. Who did they get that on? Michaela Stevens.
I didn't know if it was a foul on the shot or not. I don't know.
Well, I guess they're going to call it not on the shot.
Was it a foul on the block out after the shot?
Possibly.
On the shooter?
I've seen that twice last year. Adam, you were with me. Remember, what was his name? Cody Vickers. Twice got fouled after he shot the three, and they didn't give him the 4-point opportunity.
Yeah.
And it was like a continuation thing.
I don't know.
Sellers has it, gets it to Hamilton. She sets her feet, puts it up. Shot no good. I'll tell you one thing, when Hamilton shoots it, I expect it to go in.
Got a good look, too. Took that rhythm dribble.
Got her feet set. I'll tell you what, look how active the defense is by Salem. Riggin gets all the way to the hoop. Shot up good.
Michaela Stevens comes out of the game. That nose is broke, started bleeding again. She's on the sideline getting attended to.
Coach Jones, I think, was upset at Carver for not shooting the basketball.
Riggin got all the way to the hoop and put one in. It ended a very long drought without scoring, and Coach Jones going to call another timeout.
He's going deep
in
the bench.
It's a full, so we got to take one with him. 31-7 is the score. We'll be back in just a moment.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but there's power in the process. We value this moment because at ATU, every moment brings you one step closer to what comes next. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
Farm Credit supports rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services in good times and bad. We provide loans to farmers and ranchers, farmer-owned cooperatives, rural homebuyers, agribusinesses, and rural infrastructure providers.
As cooperatives, we're locally owned and governed. We help agricultural producers feed the world. For America's farmers,
Farm Credit.
supporting rural communities and agriculture. Learn more today.
We got a stoppage in play, and we've got a call in here.
So we got
a foul.
We got a fan behind us here. Me and Bill Harshaw noticed he's got this big ring. We're trying to figure out what that was. He's from the Rivercrest Colts. He's a Dr. Cullum. Been doing their physicals for 50 years. It's a championship ring with 50 diamonds in it for 50 years.
Oh, wow.
3 state championships on it. Pretty neat.
Very cool.
Dr. Cullum.
May puts it on the deck, kicks it out. Stafford, she's wide open. 3 not falling. And, you know, those are shots right there that they have hit in the first 2 rounds.
Yep, all tournament long, and just tonight, for whatever reason, not going down.
3 up, no good.
I will say Stafford, I think, struggled a little bit to shoot the basketball in that last game. So this is kind of carrying over to this one.
Montana Franks with the last 3-pointer shot. Into the ball game is Alexis Perryman. Riggin pulls the 3, and it looked good off her hand, just didn't go. Salem is playing a few that they haven't played, at least this early. Sellers gets all the way to the basket, shot up no good, offensive rebound. Comes away to Maddie Keene. Keene's having a nice game here to start, and it is 33-7.
Nice screen up top from number 2 who's checked in. Who's number 2 for Glen Rose?
Perryman.
Perryman.
Stafford gets all the way to the basket. She's going to the free throw line with 1:24 remaining. Here in the first half of play, Salem in control of this one. 26-point advantage for the Lady Greyhounds. Stafford's shot is up and it's good. And you know, when you're struggling in the field, you know, sometimes getting to the free throw line is the best remedy for that. Get a little confidence, see the ball go through the hoop, and maybe it can help you down the road. Second shot up, it's also good. 33-9. Coach Josh Bateman barking out orders to his team. Hamilton has it. She was open. She steps to the side. Three just off, no good. And Glen Rose has it. Sanchez kicks it to Stevens. May tries to get it to Alexis Perryman. Ball thrown over her head. And it's going to belong to the Lady Beavers. And Riggin checking in for Perryman. 54.8 to go. Sellers across the timeline. Got 30 seconds on the shot clock. Hamilton, she puts another one up. It's off, no good. Sellers gets the rebound. Kicks it out. Keene pulls a three. It's no good. 3 seconds in the lane. So that shot was nullified by the 3 seconds in the lane. 37.5 to go. It's a 24-point lead for the Lady Greyhounds of Salem. Sanchez has it. Gets it to Stafford. Carver to Riggin. Back to Carver. Carver pulls a three. She knocks it down.
She's made all three that she's taken, just two of them didn't count. And Coach Jones took her out for a second because he was upset that she didn't shoot one when she was wide open.
33-12 is the score. It's a little closer than it's been. Sellers pulls it. She says, 4 threes in the first half for Sellers. And that's going to bring us to the end of the first half. It's been all Salem Lady Greyhounds. They're feeling it right now. 1 half away from going to the state finals where they'll play the Lamar Lady Warriors. We still do have 1 half to play, though. We're going to come back in just a moment as we have tallied halftime stats. We'll have analysis, and we'll be back in a moment.
Farm Credit supports rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services in good times and bad. We provide loans to farmers and ranchers, farmer-owned cooperatives, rural homebuyers, agribusinesses, and rural infrastructure providers.
As cooperatives, we're locally owned and governed. We help agricultural producers feed the world. For America's farmers, Farm Credit, supporting rural communities and agriculture. Learn more today.
We understand an upside-down world. We understand a rogue virus, zero jobs, and stratospheric tuition. But they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Not so fast. Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will. We will because our future is the future. Because the life we have chosen has prepared us for this moment in history. So we're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day. We're going to save families from disaster and feed those left in the cold. We're going to do all this and more because we have an appointment with destiny. We invite you to join us. The next greatest generation is now.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
Back here on the Arkansas Sports Network, coverage of the 3A state semifinals. 36-12 is the score. The Salem Lady Greyhounds up on the Glen Rose Lady Beavers. And Salem has had one heck of a first half. And unfortunately for the Lady Beavers, Glen Rose just couldn't buy a bucket for a long time. They were stuck on 5 for quite a while in the first half. And, they were able to score a little bit at the end of the first half. But right now the damage has been done for the most part. But, stranger things have happened.
Yep.
24-point game is not totally out of reach, but it's pretty close.
Yeah, a 24-point deficit is definitely an uphill battle to climb. They put themselves in a hole. They went through a big lull, like you said, but they had 5 points on the board for it seemed like forever. Salem just getting to the basket at will, getting a lot of open shots on that end of the court. Glen Rose, I thought Salem did a really good job on them defensively. Have a lot of ball pressure, and they got out after them on the press too. So it's just really a tough first half for Glen Rose.
It really was. The 3-point basket has gotten Glen Rose here, and they just haven't been able to buy one. And as you said, they hit 2 in the first half. They had 2 more that were actually hit, but they were nullified by some sort of violation.
Yeah, just by a traveling call. And they just got to – they live and they die by the 3 right now. They're dying by it. They don't do a good job in the lane of finishing. We've seen that throughout the tournament. We see that today. It's just really hard for them to score on the inside. And I think the reason for that is because they don't have a lot of size. But they play towards their strength, and that's what's gotten them here.
Well, big credit to Salem. They are a very good basketball team. They look primed to be the other state finalists. But like I said, we've still got time. Let's talk a little bit about what we do here at ASN. If you're not familiar with what we do here at ASN, we are a team that goes around the state
eating barbecue
to the best places around the state, best games, basketball, football,
barbecue.
We have done baseball. We have never done a softball game.
No.
Believe it or not, we've never done a softball game. We'll look into doing that this year. Bill, he's all about it. He's ready to go do a softball game. So we'll probably do one this year, but we are a team that tries to promote high school sports and high school kids throughout the state of Arkansas, kids that might not have the top scholarship offers. Maybe they want scholarship offers, Let's get them seen. Let's get them put out there. We're having more and more people come up to us and say, hey, we watch everything you do,
Right, yeah.
And every tournament that we do here where we're getting people to subscribe to us on YouTube and you say, hey, Arkansas Sports Network's live. What are they doing here? It only helps us. But, hey, look, if you're interested in sponsoring us, make sure that you get in contact with us, the Arkansas High School Sports Network, Arkansas Sports Network. You can message us on Facebook. It helps us move things along. There are things that we'd like to do this year even that will help us move forward, but we need your help. And so we do appreciate anybody that has helped. Farm Credit Services, Arkansas Tech University, D3 Auto Sales, Arkansas Army National Guard, H&R Block of Clarksville and Russellville. They've all been partners with us throughout. Arkansas Tech's been a partner with us throughout this year. Arkansas Army National Guard has been as well, D3 Auto Sales. Those guys have really supported us throughout the year. But if you're interested and you like what you see, make sure that you contact us because we would like to continue to do this and actually do it on a higher level, do more. Can't do it without more money. We can't do it without the ability to go. Everybody knows this. I'm not saying anything that nobody doesn't know. You got to put gas in the car. You got to feed all these horses. Look at this guy right here. You know what I mean? You got
some grown men back here.
Exactly. We got to feed each other. We like some barbecue. Bill's been talking about that.
Amen.
That's been our thing since we started this thing. The very first trip that we went on, Adam, we went to Rendezvous Barbecue in Memphis. We really did.
That's one of my favorite places to go. I went there when I was like 10 years old on the U-Trip tournament in Cordova.
Right. So in 2020, we started with the Pottsville Apaches in the broadcast. And the very first one that we went to was East Poinsett County. And we went from Memphis to East Poinsett County. Mm-hmm. And we stopped at Rendezvous Barbecue there in 2020. And we have done pretty close. I mean, I'm just guessing close to 500 events at some point.
And I some Arkansas barbecue in there, Reed's barbecue.
Right? Yes.
But seriously,
that's fire right there.
Anywhere we go, the very first question we ask is, where's the best barbecue around?
Right.
That's right.
So, I know you're dying to say something over here. You got anything? You
unmuted.
You unmuted us.
No,
I
just wanted to bring up Reed's in case I needed something to say.
Reed's was good.
It's fantastic.
Ridgewood Brothers. I know that's not been really a part, but that's one of my favorites in Arkansas, so I'll just go ahead and mention them. So, anyway. So, if you like barbecue and you want your restaurant mentioned, definitely mention us because I promise you we'll come eat it at your restaurant for sure. So, anyway, we got a halftime score of 36-12. 24-point lead for not the Falk Greyhounds, but the Salem Greyhounds. And so we're going to come back here in just a few minutes as we'll have second half action right here from the Lamar Pavilion, Carl Ramsey Court. We'll be back in just a moment.
Lives when we need the help of legal services. We'll let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Platinum Roofing is a multi-state roofing services provider. We have offices and crews throughout Arkansas and surrounding states.
We provide all kinds of services from roof leaks to roof maintenance, waterproofing, anything residential or commercial.
Being born and raised here in Sheridan, Arkansas, it's a privilege and an honor to keep jobs locally while also serving and giving back to the community.
We have our local ties to the community while also servicing our national customers. We take ownership of your roof as if it were our own.
So we're back here on the Arkansas Sports Network coverage of the 3A state semifinals as the Salem Greyhounds coming out of the huddle. And we're glad to have you along. So we're back. We're getting ready for second half action right here from Carl Ramsey Court, the Lamar Warrior Pavilion. Salem has it. They're trying to build on this lead that they've got. Nice pass from Sellers down inside. They got 3 seconds in the lane. Good defense by the Lady Beavers. The one thing that I will say about this Lady Beavers teams, I don't expect them to quit.
They're not going to quit, that's for sure.
Too much pride in that town of Glen Rose and this fan base for them just to quit. I promise you that. You're right.
And I'll tell you again, I keep hearing such good things about Devin Jones and the job that he's done here. And again, you know, you're talking about a program that has not been to the state tournament in 38 years, and here they are in the semifinals of it. So somebody's doing something right over there right now.
That was a pretty dish from number 12, Stafford. Couldn't get it to go, though.
Kind of been the story of the ball game. Glen Rose has been able to get shots, but just hadn't been able to get them to fall. We got a jump ball. Jump ball is going to belong to Glen Rose. Glen Rose, I don't know if it's the same Glen Rose, but, you know, there was a Glen Rose that coached the Razorbacks.
That's true. Two different stints, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Wasn't he the one that
successful?
He took the Razorbacks to the first Final Four appearance, I believe.
I think that was in the 50s. And
nice move by Riggins. She puts her shot up and good. I can see the determination on Riggins' face right now. They're not ready to lay down just yet. It's 36-14.
22-point deficit.
Into the lane, shot up, no good. We got a foul. Carver didn't like it. Looks like she's going to get the foul, though. Going to the free throw line is Olivia Dawkins. Coach Josh Bateman talking to his kids over there, using this as a timeout. First shot up by Dawkins is no good. Second shot in and out, no good. So foul got it. Glen Rose got a chance to get a little bit of momentum here, maybe with the basket. And right now, that's what they need. They need a little momentum. I'll tell you what, football and basketball, such a game of momentum. Stafford gets a shot up. She's going to the free throw line. And we just keep getting a little closer here.
Looks like the game plan here in the second half is just to get the ball in the paint. Saw some paint touches from Riggin on those first two possessions.
Right.
And now Stafford going to the free throw line, attacking the basket.
Shot is up and it is good.
When they're extending the defense like that, it's hard to get your open threes like normal. So you're going to have to do something different if you want to win.
Second shot up, also good. 36-16. We're at 20. Haven't been here in quite a while. Sellers, little ball fake, shot up. It actually didn't get up. It was tied up, but before that, there was a foul. And Marley Sellers going to the free throw line. I think on the Arkansas High School Sports Network, we need to come up with a contest, a student section contest on let's create a chant to replace You Can't Do That.
Yeah, that'd be pretty interesting, huh?
I'm just saying. Nobody warms up the bus anymore. I'm just saying. It just don't happen. 38-16 now. Salem with a 22-point advantage. Glen Rose did a good job there of handling the pressure. They've just got to make shots. All the way to the basket is Stafford. She gets a shot up. It's no good. I know some Glen Rose fans want a foul there. Sellers has it, kicks it out. I'm waiting on this lid to come off the basket for Chelsea Hamilton, but they kick it out. Three-pointer there by Maddie Keene. She says, I can do it. She puts it in. That's her third.
Yeah, she's definitely had a good game.
Shot looks pure. And, of course, that inside-out three-pointers, her feet were set, and she put it in for three. Carver puts up another one. It's no good. I was going to say that was her first miss, but I've actually got her for another one. Hamilton has it. They kick it out. Back in. Shot up. No good. Rebound. Offensive rebound. Keene has it. She puts it in. She's saying, hey, I want that D3 Auto Sales player of the game.
That was a beautiful give and go that time.
Great play there by Salem, and it's 4:21 to go. And just when it started to look like Glen Rose was going to creep in, maybe try to creep back into the game.
Yeah.
7-0 run puts it back up to 27.
Yeah, they answered that and playing good defense. Salem is the whole game, really.
Salem is going to make it tough on anybody, that's for sure. Sellers puts the shot up. It's no good. We're under 4 minutes to play in the third. Game is on the verge or teetering on the possibility of a mercy rule. Stafford shoots the three. Hamilton kicks it. Almost got it. Maybe should have got a walk, but they kick it out. Three, no good. By Olivia Dawkins. Ball out of bounds. Going to belong to Glen Rose. We had the Falk coach actually messaged us here and said that his player that got hurt against Flippin is going to be fine. She's recovering. That was a scary moment here in the tournament. We had to have quite a long injury timeout, so good news there.
J.C. Bishop, I believe, is her name.
So good news there for Falk. The actual Falk, not the one that I've been trying to call out all game long. Stevens gets a shot up. She puts it in for 2.
Tough finish in the lane. Really good contest on defense, just better on offense.
What should I call Bergman and Rivercrest later on?
I don't know.
Left-handed shot.
Call Rivercrest Riverview.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Right.
Manila.
Nice shot by Sellers. Well, she's tough, is she not? Sellers, she's relentless. She just keeps going at it. She's going to get to the basket. Xavier May checking back in. Xavier May could, if there was an all-sophomore team in this tournament, she would be on it.
That's for sure. I called Harmony Grove Haskell, or I'm sorry, I called them Glen Rose once, I think, or vice versa.
I thought you called Harmony
They
Grove.
don't like each other. Go ahead.
I thought you called Harmony Grove Harding Academy.
Well, no, I wrote down a roster wrong on that.
Yeah.
That was before the game started, though.
May gets inside, trying to kick it out.
They had their red and white warm-ups.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Harding Academy's here. I knew they were here, but that's girls' side I had in my mind.
9 seconds on the shot clock. Stafford puts it up, shot up. Nice play there by Stafford.
She's got the ability to get where she wants a lot of times. She's really a fun guard to watch. And she's got to get more shots like that to fall.
3 up. Y'all, she's feeling it. Maddie Keene is playing ball tonight, y'all.
They just don't stop.
She's got 18. She's only missed 1 shot all game long.
Brilliant game.
Chelsea Hamilton knocks the ball out. 1:45 to play here in the third. It's 48-20.
Making that case for the D3 Auto Sales player of the game.
They're checking in a couple new ones here. We got a starter, Greenlee Hall, coming back in, and Olivia Dawkins also coming back in. And they're coming back in for Kelsey Humphreys and Montana Franks. Ball out of bounds. Stevens couldn't handle it. So we got 48-20 with 1:36 to go. Again, we're teetering on the possibility of a mercy rule here in the fourth quarter, which means a continuous running clock for 8 minutes. Keene pulls another 3. It almost went down.
Oh, my.
And they got a foul going the other way.
Had 4 Glen Rose girls down there. It's like no way that Salem's going to get this rebound.
Right. Sellers picks up the foul. 2 fouls on each team. Ball thrown away. Salem has it. Nice dish to Chelsea Hamilton. Kicks it out to Keene. Dawkins pulls a 3. It's close, but not in. Sellers is able to sell it. She's got really good hands. Chelsea Hamilton puts it up, no good.
It's important to note that Hamilton has been amazing in this tourney, and she struggled tonight shooting, and they're still winning the way they are. Salem's going to be tough next weekend.
Nice slip screen there by Michaela Stevens. She goes in for 2. 48-22 here.
Got to love the resiliency of Michaela Stevens, the toughness, playing out there with a broken nose, going inside the paint, making buckets.
They've definitely looked a lot better here in this third quarter. They just dug themselves such a big hole that it's just almost impossible to come out of.
Unless they just got hot from 3.
Yep.
Sellers all the way to the hoop. That's 2.
She's a ball player.
9 seconds to go. Glen Rose has it. They get it into Riggin. Kicks it out to May. May puts it on the deck, puts it up. Shot good. She's a shot maker, folks. 50-24 is the score. We're coming up on fourth quarter action. Salem leading big. We're going to go to a quick break, and we'll be back right here on the Arkansas Sports Network coverage of the 3A state semifinals.
We're standing upside down world. We understand a rogue virus, 0 jobs, and stratospheric tuition. But they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation. Not so fast. Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will. We will because our future is the future. Because the life we have chosen has prepared us for this moment in history. So we're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day. We're going to save families from disaster and feed those left in the cold. We're going to do all this and more because we have an appointment with destiny. We invite you to join us. The next greatest generation is now.
Back here at fourth quarter action, the 3A state tournament, state semifinals. Look,
Salem feeling good about themselves.
Absolutely, the crowd is ready. They're ready to erupt for another state finals appearance. I believe they made the 2A state finals 2 years ago, made the semifinals last year, and here they are moving up into 3A, where they're primed to make the state finals again. Lots of success here for the Salem Lady Greyhounds as Dawkins puts a 3 in. It's good. It's the fourth different Salem Lady Greyhound to hit a 3-pointer tonight. They've got 10 of them.
Jeez.
Wow.
Flat out shoot.
Glen Rose hit 12 last night, 12-1 over Episcopal. And like me and Adam said last night, you hit 10 or more threes, you're hard to beat.
And there you go. Stafford puts one in. 53-27.
Tell you right now, Glen Rose, it's going to take a lot to make this comeback happen. Salem really having a great night, but you have to turn the sliders all the way up to 99, all the way across the board. Glen Rose has the ability to do it.
Got to make sure
see.
Salem sliders are on 0, though.
Sellers.
Just turn the fouls up, or you're allowed to foul, right?
Sellers shot no good. I mean, time is not on the side of the Glen Rose Lady Beavers at this point. May lost it out of bounds. It's going to belong to Salem.
It's not looking good right now, but it's been fun. They've been our Cinderella team.
Yeah. Well,
look,
look.
haven't been to state in 38 years, and then to win the first two ever. We've talked about it. You know, we've documented it, and you got to be super proud of Glen Rose.
Well, this is a banner year for the Glen Rose Lady Beavers. This is the very first ever state semifinal team. So that's a big thing in itself.
They've made history.
They have made history. Avery May puts it in for 2. So, you know, this team is going to have a banner in the gym at Glen Rose. You know,
right.
it just tonight it just hasn't been their game.
Still an incredible feat, though, and they got to be proud of the way that these girls have played throughout this tournament.
Yes.
And throughout the season.
And they're playing hard still, I mean, it just you know, tonight's not their night. Sellers pulls a 3. She wasn't set at all on that one. Sellers has 4 threes. Maddie Keene has 5 threes. Olivia Dawkins has a 3, and Chelsea Hamilton has a 3. And of all those players, Chelsea Hamilton is probably their best 3-point shooter.
That's true. It's arguable, that's for sure.
Stafford gets to the hoop, puts it in for 2.
They got a lot of weapons at Salem. It's going to be a good one next weekend.
Salem and Lamar, we're looking very like it's going to be that there at Hot Springs.
I feel like Salem matches up a lot like Harding Academy, and we know what happened with Lamar in that game. And I'm not saying they're exactly the same, but their styles remind me of each other a little bit.
Hamilton nails a 3-pointer right there.
They're unconscious. Was that 13-3 of the game?
Well, that is.
Or number 12.
That's 12 right there.
Amazing.
Yep.
So Lamar jumped out all over Harding Academy, and you know, maybe they can do the same thing with Salem, but we'll see. That's going to be a fun matchup to see how it shakes out. Either one of those teams very capable of winning it all.
Ball on the ground. We got a push.
Are you talking about McGee?
Yes,
yeah,
McGee.
They did jump out on McGee, but who beat Harding yesterday?
It was Bergman, I think.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry about that. But Harding reminded me of Salem early on.
Yeah.
Just the way they move the ball, and they got 5 girls that can shoot it, and they really spread it around.
Checking back into the ball game for Salem is Kelsey Humphreys. We're going to be naming the D3 Auto Sales Player of the Game in just a moment. Xavier May's 3 was no good. And she's going to be pushed out of bounds. Stafford pushed out of bounds. And it is going to be a foul, and I believe that's Humphreys. Riggin gets it. Nice little move there. Good take there by Riggin. And, you know, second half has been a lot more even. But, again, you went in down 24 at the half. It just it's just very hard to come back from that. And there just isn't enough time at this point for that to happen. So 26-point lead here for Salem. Sellers kicks it out to Hamilton. Crossover dribble, Hamilton. Nice dish there. She gets it into Humphreys. Humphreys going to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Really good find from Hamilton, or Sellers. I can't remember which one it was, but what a pass that was.
I think it was Hamilton.
Yeah.
Duran, look at this, please. First shot up by Humphreys is good. If we get a break here, we'll name our D3 Auto Sales Player of the Game. Second shot up by Humphreys, long, no good. $27-point lead. You got it there, Justin. Three-quarter up and good.
Macy Carver.
Nice job by Carver. She shot the ball well tonight. Not all of them have counted. And it really is unfortunate for her because a couple three-pointers here and there could have made this at least within striking distance. Hats off to both teams for making it this far. Not very many people even get a chance to play in the state semifinals. And so congratulations to both teams on that. Salem is going to move on to play Lamar in the 3A state championship next weekend, and I believe it's a 6 o'clock game. If I'm not mistaken. I think we've got that on the bottom line there.
The girls are at 6, the boys are at 7:30.
It's the very final session of the day. Coming up next, we've got the Bergman Panthers. They're going to take on the Rivercrest Colts. 3 from the corner by Keene is good. And I think that's probably as good a time as any to go ahead and name our D3 Auto Sales Player of the Game. And Maddie Keene with 24 points of the game.
It's definitely been her night, especially when you're getting the shooter's touch like that on that last possession.
So 1:43 left, all 5 starters coming out. And Coach Josh Bateman going to take a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll just stay here, Justin. 25-point advantage for Salem. They're moving on. But congratulations to Maddie Keene for being our D3 Auto Sales Player of the Game. Again, she's got 27, 7 threes tonight, 3 two-pointers tonight, 7 of 9 from 3. And you were asking earlier about the three-pointers. They're 14 of 25. That's hard to beat anybody.
I don't think anybody can beat you when you make 14.
Well, and just the fact that you're making more than you're missing.
Yes.
I mean, that's something.
Incredible.
Which girl in this whole tournament has scored the most points? Do we know who's scored the most points?
You know,
had the best performance in terms of points?
You know, she's up there at 27.
That's what I was thinking.
Can you think of anybody that scored more than 27?
Anybody got 30?
That's out now. Maddie Holt was probably up there close, but now they're done. Of course, they played the same amount of games, and we're talking about before they go to Hot Springs.
Glen Rose
kind of spreads it out.
Yeah.
So does Glen Rose.
Glen Rose checking in 4 new bodies here. Let's get their names out there just to make sure that they get called. You've got number 2, Alexis Perryman, number 14, and that's not the correct number 14 because we've got her listed. Number 20, Allie Bell, and number 23, Olivia Lanius. I don't have number 14's name, unfortunately. She's listed as Ariane Sanchez on the roster, which we know is not correct.
Said Michaela, just like her sister. Trying to think of her name.
Stevens.
Is
Have
that?
you said her? That might be her. She's a
I
sophomore,
yeah.
I think.
Not sure.
Could be wrong though.
Right.
How many points did Hamilton have tonight? So I would say at this point, because Maddie Holt ended with 14 today, and Sellers, even though she struggled the first game, she still had like 19. Pretty sure she's at the top now.
5 seconds difference between shot and game clock. That's not going to matter. Shot clock will be off at 25 seconds, and the Salem Lady Greyhounds will move on into the state finals. Again, we've got the Bergman Panthers taking on the Rivercrest Colts, and you want to talk about another story in the state. Let's talk about the Rivercrest Colts. Starting 3 freshmen, played 4 freshmen at one time last night, and they're in the state semifinals. And if you haven't heard of this name, you might as well put this name in the back of your mind. Jaden Young, he's one heck of a ball player. Salem moving on into the state finals with their victory, a decisive one, 63-38, as Salem moves on to the state finals. We're going to have to tally a few things up. Good job, Justin, getting yourself up there. Salem Lady Greyhounds, a 3A state finalist, with the victory over the Glen Rose Lady Beavers. And congratulations. And we've got the ticket to the Spa City, as Adam Johnson is going to go down there. We're going to try to get some players up here. And looks like they're going to meet in the middle. And they're going to say a prayer. Congratulations to Salem on the victory. And you got Coach Brett Sampley, the athletic director here at Lamar, waiting as he is about to give the Everett Ride to the Finals ticket to the Salem Lady Greyhounds. And they're making the announcement right now.
Salem Lady Greyhounds, you have earned the Everett Ride ticket to the finals. The championship will be played Saturday, the 11th at 6 o'clock in High School.
So they'll play Saturday at 6 o'clock. They'll take on the Lamar Lady Warriors. And again, we'll talk about one of the state stories. The Lamar Lady Warriors are going to be a story that a lot of people are going to be talking about, but let me tell you, this Salem Lady Greyhound team is going to have a lot to say about that game coming up next weekend. So we got the Ride to the Finals ticket. You can see that there. They're holding it up, taking a picture. And let's go to a quick break, Justin, and we'll come back as we'll tally things up and get ready, hopefully to have a few interviews from the Lady Greyhounds of Salem. We'll be back in just a moment. Gets it to reach. He puts it on the deck. 2-step, shot up. What a play by the freshman Lily Reed. Rowe all the way to the basket. Shot up good. I love the aggressiveness of Brooklyn Rowe. A little crossover dribble. Gets to the basket. Slam dunk. And going to the free throw line. My goodness. Heber still within striking distance.
There she
Parks,
is.
that's good.
Give her an inch, she'll take a mile.
My goodness, 7 3-pointers now for Abigail Parks.
Another spin move all the way in. Absorbs the contact, lays it up with the right hand. That was Boehner who come in, put a body on him, and what a strong play and great finish there for number 10. Good with it. Oh man, wow, crazy Euro. That was pretty. Good.
Farm Credit supports rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services in good times and bad. We provide loans to farmers and ranchers, farmer-owned cooperatives, rural homebuyers, agribusinesses, and rural infrastructure providers.
As cooperatives, we're locally owned and governed. We help agricultural producers feed the world. For America's farmers, Farm Credit supporting rural communities and agriculture. Learn more today.
Welcome back to the 3A state tournament coverage. Josh Bateman joining me here. We've got a victory. Congratulations, state semifinals. And, you know, don't get me wrong, it's obviously exciting, but you guys jumped out to such a big lead, kind of knew what was going to happen before, you know, by halftime.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's never over at halftime. I always tell mine, we jump out on somebody. It took you a half to get a big lead. It take a half to lose a big lead. So, I mean, our goal was, before we left the locker room, was you got to win the third quarter. At worst, tie it. That was our goal in the third quarter, and I think we may have tied it, may have won it by 2. I can't remember, but it was pretty close to what it was. But, you know, just proud of them. You know, this is our 3rd year in a row to play in the state semifinals. So, you know, you could tell we've been here before and we were ready, and we knew it was their first time. So we had a little advantage on that.
Yeah, you did. And your team moved up from 2A, coming up here to 3A. Haven't missed a beat. What's that been like for you this year?
You know, basketball is basketball. You know, obviously, you know, you go up higher in classifications, you probably run into a few more better players on the team as a whole. But once you get this time of year, everybody got good players. And, you know, we just do what we do, and we prepare and practice and come play the game.
You guys have the Lamar Lady Warriors team, the host team here. They've faced a ton of adversity this year. They've been able to overcome it. What's a plan like getting yourself ready for a team like that?
You know, to be honest with you, you know, I got to watch them play today. It was the first time I've ever seen them play in person, and they play hard. They shoot the 3 well. They guard you. You know, I mean, they're a good team, and, you know, we'll go home and prepare just like they'll prepare for us, and, you know, we'll see them next Saturday at 6 and play the game.
Coach Josh Bateman, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Again, this is the 3rd time, so we appreciate you. 3rd time's a charm. That means you're in the finals.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Coach Josh Bateman joining us. All right, come on in here. We got Marley Sellers with me. She can come in. As long as we got a headset for her, she can come on in. Get your big butt off that wire, man. Come on. All right. So, guys, you're moving on to the state finals. This is, the 2nd time in 3 years, correct?
Yes, sir.
You guys are a 3A team this year, though, versus being a 2A team. Has it been any different for you this year?
I definitely think it's harder. Like, I feel like the competition's a lot harder, but still basketball, so it's fun.
You had 23 points tonight. How do you feel like your game was tonight?
I struggled inside the lane with my jump shot a little bit, but
Threes fell tonight for you. I think I had you for 4.
yes, sir.
So you definitely shot the ball well from outside. So that was a big thing for you. I know that you probably wanted to shoot a little bit better tonight, but I also know that you got one more game to make it up.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
You know, I will say, I said this on the broadcast about you. I said, when you shoot the basketball, I felt like it was going in. So I'll give you a little compliment there.
Thank you.
So what's it like? Again, what's it feel like? I mean, look, I've never been to the state finals. There's a whole group of people that have never been to the state finals. What's that like to know that next Saturday you guys are going to be playing for a state championship?
It feels like the time that we've put in finally pays off, and since we put in so much time, we deserve it.
and we work hard enough.
Do you work very hard? I would assume as a team on your level, and this guy that's talking to me, Mr. Bateman, he seems kind of intense. Is he a little bit intense?
Just a little bit.
He's got that aura about him, just a little bit intense there. Yeah. All right, well, let's get your teammate in here, and we appreciate you guys joining us. If one of you want to stay, I've only got 3 headsets. All right, so let me have that roster real quick. Hey, Adam, let me have that roster real quick. Jump in here in the middle because we got something special for you. Are you ready?
Okay.
Maddie Keene, you are the D3 Auto Sales Player of the game.
Oh, thank you.
All right? You had a heck of a ball game. We got you down for 7 threes tonight.
Yeah, I've been putting in a lot of work. It's just finally paying off.
Yeah, well, you state semifinals, what better time, right? I guess the finals might be a little better.
Yes, sir.
But congratulations on your big game tonight. You were a big key in helping your team grow a big lead and end up, really, y'all just kind of cruised to victory after that.
Yes, sir.
This Glen Rose team, they have shot the ball well all tournament long. What did Coach Bateman talk to you guys about?
He just talked about how we need to, go out to the threes and not let them shoot open threes and play their layups.
Yeah.
So,
threes and layups. I mean, that's like the new basketball now.
Yes.
Everything's threes and layups. There's nothing mid-range about it, just threes and layups. But,
yes,
you guys played well tonight.
Thank you.
You guys play Lamar next week. This was the host team here. Did you get a chance to see them
We
earlier?
came and watched them this morning.
Yeah.
So.
You want to give them some bulletin board material and say they're not any good, you're going to roll over the top of them?
I'm hoping that we can do that. I don't know.
Anyway, I'm just kidding with you. Congratulations on being our D3 Auto Sales Player of the game. I think we've got a guy going to talk to you from the Arkansas Democrat Gazette right here. You're getting all of this attention right now.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I need my headset back.
Okay.
Thank you. Right there. All right. I love it, man. I love it. One of y'all jump in here with me. Let's go ahead and let's do a bracket update real quick, Bill, if you can. So on the girls' side of things, we've got a state final set. We've got the Salem Lady Greyhounds moving on. They're going to take on the Lamar Lady Warriors, and I think what'll be a fun basketball game. Very guard-oriented, guard-dominated game. And that's your Girls Farm Credit Association of Arkansas update. Let's go to the boys' side of things. On the boys' side of things, you've got Manila already in. They had a very impressive victory this morning against Dumas. I say this morning, it's been this afternoon. It feels like the morning. And awaiting them will be either Bergman or Rivercrest, which is such an interesting ball game with Walker Patton. He's been one of the most fun players to watch in this tournament.
He's been sensational.
And then you've got Jaden Young, who's been one of the most fun. I think the leading scorer in the tournament is Jaden Young, a ninth grader.
Has to be. I don't see anybody else averaging 29.
29 a game here at the 3A state tournament. That whole group is fun, and so I'm telling you, if Rivercrest doesn't win it this year, watch out in the next 3. They can be a dangerous, hold on just a second, be a dangerous ball club here. So we're going to go ahead and have we got all bases covered, Bill? All bases are covered. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to wipe this stream, and we're going to go to the next one. And, man, we got plenty of time to do so, so that's good. So Bill's heart rate will stay down, and everything will be good as we start the next stream here in just a few minutes. Duran's saying, hey, look, we do baseball and softball. Give us a call. Let us know. We'd like to do that. Bases are loaded. We're going to knock it out of the park. All right, well, we're gonna come back with the final game of the 3A state tournament here from Lamar. Rivercrest and Bergman. We'll be back in a few minutes.